people say they want more visibility. They want more clients. They want more customers. They want more opportunities. They want more exposure. But they refuse to put themselves in rooms where those things actually happen. Everybody is so stuck on social media, and then they sit there trying to figure out why their business feels stuck. I've never had that problem, not because I'm lucky, but because I made a decision early on. I was going to be in the room. I was going to get off social media. And more importantly, I was going to be remembered when I left it. Welcome to All Gems No Crumbs. I'm Ikenisha, the AI business queen, and I help entrepreneurs turn strategy into systems, systems into sales, and effort into revenue. Inside this podcast, I'm breaking down the frameworks, automations, and decision-making strategies I actually use to grow my business, sell consistently, and build leverage without hustling or overcomplicating anything. If you're ready to build with intention and execute at a higher level, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. So today we are going to be talking about one of my favorite things and one of the things that a lot of people dread, and that is networking. So for me, everything shifted when I started doing in-person workshops. As you all know, I had a boutique for 7 years and I closed it. And I closed it because God told me to, by the way. Go back and listen to the episode. He told me to close it and focus on teaching. So anywho, I began working with the Small Business Center at Nash Community College. Like, time I closed my boutique, this opportunity popped right up, okay? That turned into doing workshops with my Chamber of Commerce. So what happened was the first, was it the first? No, it wasn't the first. So it was, okay, I'll say this. One of the first workshops I did outside of the community college, it was hosted by them, but it wasn't at the community college. It was it was somewhere else, another location. The owner of that location had a general manager, and she was in attendance at that particular class, as well as a lot of other people, including 2 or 3 people from the Chamber of Commerce. I'm going to say it was 3 different people. One of them they were higher ups. I'll say that. So with them being in attendance, I ended up doing workshops for the Chamber of Commerce. And that general manager, she told the owner of the building about me, and that ended up turning into a whole nother experience, which is how I was able to get my office space for free. I get access to the podcast studio for free. I was able to have a space to host my business boot camp last year for free. No ads, no funnels, no going viral, nothing like that. Just being in the right rooms and positioning myself correctly. And that's how real business moves. Now let's talk about why most people don't network from what I know. A lot of people will say things like, I'm shy, I don't know what to say, I'm awkward, so they don't go. Or they will go and they stay stuck in the corner, or they go and talk to the one person they already know and then they leave. That's not networking. That's just attending an event. And attending an event does not build relationships. Your presence does. So let me say this. You don't need to know exactly what to say. You just need to be willing to start the conversation, because you have no idea who you're talking to, or who they know, or who they might refer to you later. So let's talk about something that happened way back. All right, so I'm going to try to make this long story short. When I started my boutique, I obviously was just using Facebook. I did not really use Instagram. If you know my story, I was not on Instagram like that when I started my boutique. I wasn't really on Instagram like that at all. So when I started my boutique, I started posting on my personal page about my business, and then I would share my business posts from my business page on my personal page. Someone started reporting me, saying that my posts were spam, and I got banned from doing mostly anything dealing with business on Facebook for years. So of course I had to turn to Instagram, which ended up being the biggest blessing of my life. So whoever did that, you thought you were stopping my bag, but you actually increased it. Thank you. So anywho, I ended up going all in on Instagram, learning about it, all of that stuff. And in doing so, I was able, you all know, to get the attention of so many different people and businesses, including Walmart, which we've already talked about. But I was also able to get the attention from Claire Somers. That is the editor-in-chief of Fashion Bomb Daily. If you don't know what that is an online fashion magazine. It's the biggest one for African Americans. Again, it's Fashion Bomb Daily. Look them up on Instagram, okay? So I was able to get her attention from my Instagram. She invited me to an event in Atlanta, Georgia. And she also invited me to be a vendor at another event she was doing that very next day. And the only people that could be vendors at her event were the ones that she personally asked. So I was over the moon, okay? And I got so much flack. So if you're not aware, I did have some people in my life that were not supportive of my boutique journey. I did have someone in my life tell me that the reason they were supporting me is so just in case I blew up, they would be able to say they were there, which is ridiculous, but whatever. So anywho, I went to this event even though people were did not understand the reason why I was going. I knew that I needed to be in that room. That room was going to be filled with people that could help me with my boutique. And I was correct. So there were stylists there. We're talking, if you watched the last season of Real Housewives of Atlanta and Real Housewives of Potomac, you would know who Paris Shea is. I already knew who Paris Shea was way back. And we're talking about, this is 2019 when I went to this event, June 2019. So at this event, Paris Shea was there. Black China's stylist was there. No IG Jeremy was there. If you're in the fashion world, especially the black fashion world and reality, you know who these people are. Marlo from Real Housewives of Atlanta was there. Alonzo Arnold was there. So many people were there. And again, this was invite only. So I didn't go in there trying to sell. I just went in there being myself, connecting, talking, listening. And the impression I made in that room, it carried me. Weeks later, I got invited by Sweetie's stylist, for her to wear something from me. Like, come on. I was getting referrals. I was getting sales. I was getting opportunities. And that's how I ended up working with stylists connected to reality stars when I had my boutique. Not just from posting, but from my presence. And when Claire Somers arrived at that event, she was going from table to table. And when she came over to my table, I shook her hand and I said, "Hi, Claire. So nice to meet you. I'm Ikenisha from Jinx Fashionique." Do you know what she said to me? This woman. She said, "Oh, I know exactly who you are. I remember you from Instagram. I'm so happy to meet you." Oh my God. She already knew who I was, people. Okay? She already knew who I was. So when I walk into a room, I don't treat it like a transaction. I treat it like a connection opportunity. I don't know a stranger. Okay? Everybody is my friend. Everyone is going to get my charm, my wit, my smile. I listen, I engage, I make people feel seen. But at the same time, I am very clear about who I am. I don't downplay my authority. I don't shrink what I do. I am confident, and people leave that conversation knowing she knows what she's talking about. She's someone I would refer. And that balance matters because you can be likable and you can still be forgettable, honey. Okay? Oh, I better say that. Sorry for clapping. So again, you can be likable and you can still be forgettable. Or you can be authoritative and still be approachable. And you need both. Okay? People tell me all the time that I'm very charming. I am. I've been charming since birth. I don't know where I get it, but I'm very charming. Okay? And I use that. And there are a few things that I refuse to do when I'm in a room. I refuse to be unapproachable. I refuse to sit there and say nothing. I refuse to show up and not represent my business properly. If you are in that room, you are the representative of your brand. No one else is going to do that for you. And if your personality is not naturally outgoing like mine, that is okay. but you still need to figure out, how do I show up in a way that people remember? Because staying in your bubble is costing you opportunities you don't even know exist yet. So networking isn't about collecting contacts. Okay, that's what people treat it like. They go in with a bunch of business cards. They don't even have fucking business cards. Cards. What do I have? I created a business card on Canva that has a QR code. That QR code gets scanned and you get sent to either my link in bio or my website, and you can sign up for my email. Okay? I ain't carrying around no business cards. If people want to follow me on Instagram or follow you on Instagram, go on Instagram. There's a part where you can get people to just scan your Instagram code. Okay? And they can follow you. Create a link in bio or a little page that people get sent to from a QR code. If you want to carry business cards, that's fine. That's just not my thing. And see, the reason why I like to not carry them is because that starts another conversation. How did you make those? Oh, I made those in Canva. I actually teach Canva classes at the Small Business Center at Community College. Oh, really? What else do you teach? And then I let them know. Y'all gotta think outside the box, okay? Don't just do what everybody else is doing. Business cards are not the end all be all. I hate business cards, okay? I hate them. So, really, my phone just came on. Sorry. Again, networking is not about collecting contacts. It's about creating impressions. Okay, because people don't refer people they barely remember. If they don't remember you, they're not going to refer you. They refer the people who stood out, who made them feel something, who felt solid. And that's what you should be focused on. Not did I meet enough people, but did I leave an impression? Okay? Now, if you're someone who genuinely struggles with this, you don't have to just figure it out. Y'all already know. I'm going to bring in ChatGPT to help you. You can use it for practice. So, for example, you could say something like, I have a networking event coming up. Help me practice starting conversations with different types of people. Or give me examples of how I can introduce what I do without sounding awkward. You can do mock conversations. So when you walk into the room, you're not starting from zero. You've already thought through it. You've already practiced. Don't be in your head so much and thinking you have to say the right thing, okay? You just have to execute what you learned, but in a natural way. So at some point, you're going to have to stop trying to build your entire business behind a screen. You're going to have to put yourself in rooms where real relationships are built. So you can go on Facebook, go to the events in your area, type in networking, search for networking events in your area. You can go to, what's the name of the website? Eventbrite.com, search for networking events. Join your local chamber of commerce. See if they have networking events. If you live in North Carolina, every single community college has a small business center. All of their classes that they offer and events are free. Utilize it, okay? One room, one conversation, one connection can open doors you didn't even realize were available to you. But only if you're willing to show up and only if you're willing to be remembered. You can't just go just to say you did it. You have to go and actually make an impression. Okay? So put in whatever kind of prompt you want to put in ChatGPT. And talk to it. Just have a conversation. Just tell it about you, what you are scared of or your fears are when it comes to networking, what your weaknesses are when it comes to networking, what your strengths are in your personality, any of that. And it will help you. Okay. I am telling you, networking will get you so much further. You know that saying, it's all about who you know, not just what you know. That has gotten me so far in life, especially since my family's network is insane. Insane. And they're the ones who taught me that it's about who I know. And now their network is not only coming down on me, but I'm building my own. So again, find some networking events, practice with ChatGPT. If you want to practice with me, I don't care. DM me on Instagram at royal_aries325 or send me an email, ikenisha@gmail.com. I will practice with you, child. I do not mind, okay? Reach out to me and just let me know. All right? Okay. So I want you all to catch me next week with another gem of advice because you know I'm not going to leave no crumbs.